Morning everybody, thanks for joining us today. We are in ScottsBluff, Nebraska. You can probably see that ScottsBluff behind me. That'll be another video. Today we were at RiverSide Campground and we're going to do a quick review of this place. The campground is within a city park, which is pretty large. Got a lot going on here. Get some hiking trails right along the river. Further to the interior part of the park, there's more hiking trails, probably a mile or two total. The roads are dirt, unfortunately, so people that do not abide by the 5-mile-an-hour speed limit, they're going to kick up a lot of dust. And this seems to be everybody that drives through here. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. We have a YMCA facility down the road. We have some frisbee golf or disc golf, I guess it's called. We have some swing sets for the kids. We have a picnic area, which is pretty large. There's picnic tables all over the place, all along the concrete path that goes alongside the river. There's plenty of benches. You can stop and enjoy the view. They got a huge dog park, and we'll show that in a minute. The campsite has 20 tent sites and 43 RV sites. Most of them are all pull-throughs. The RV sites have water, sewer, and electric. It's 20, 30, and 50 amp. For water, there's a spigot between each site, so you have to share the water spigot, but there's 2 outlets on each one, which is fine. Water pressure is okay. It's not the greatest, but it is a city park. Here's the RiverSide Dog Park. You can see it's all fenced in. There's plenty of things for the dogs to do, whatever dogs do. We've got a couple picnic tables here, so the humans can sit and chill out and watch their dog do whatever. That's pretty good size. Of course, we got park rules. Where the park be with our park rules. You got some stations here to clean up after your dog, which most people use, but not everybody. You can see the dirt road here, which kicks up a lot of dust. It's a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit, but unfortunately, people don't follow that rule. So if you're going to do any walking around here, I'd probably bring a mask, because people don't really care. Here's a little pavilion or picnic area, open to the public because it is a city park. There's some swing sets, a little jungle gym thing going on here for the kids. So this is some of the frisbee golf, I guess you call it. That's a pretty big setup. Nice sidewalk that goes all the way around the park. Goes by the YMCA area. Goes by the petting zoo. I'm not sure if that's in operation or not. But maybe we'll take a walk and check it out. RiverSide Campground, ScottsBluff, Nebraska. Right behind the sign here is the camp host. Now just keep in mind this is a city park, so it's not well maintained. Our site is number 8, which is right there in front of you, behind that tree. Fire pits were kind of trashy. People use them as garbage dumps. Cigarette butts all over the ground. Grass is not cut. But it does have full hookups. 20, 30, 50 amp. It's got sewer. And you have to share a water spigot, but there's 2 outlets on each one. So we're in site number 2. And this goes all the way around. There's 43 pull-through sites. There's 20 campsites. It has a bathhouse. Use your own risk. Bathhouse is kind of nasty. So you're better off using your own stuff if you have it. It's not a bad park for 25 bucks a night. It's 12 minutes to ScottsBluff National Monument. Agate Fossil National Monument is probably 40 minutes, 45 minutes. No, it's not too bad. There's plenty of space between the sites, so you get a little bit of privacy. T-Mobile's kind of crappy. Too many trees for Starlink, unless you're lucky enough to get a site that's open, which we were not. There's really nothing here for kids unless you're going to go down to the river. The Platte River runs through here, so you can go swimming in the water if you want. There's no pool here in the campground anyway. See, there's swing sets and stuff in the park part of this area. Plenty to do in town. There's plenty of restaurants, gas stations. There's even a Home Depot, so you got some civilization around here. It's not bad. Site number 12. 13 goes that way. Plenty of tent camping. Each tent site has its own fire ring. I'm not sure what they charge for tent sites. Can't imagine it's more than 10 bucks a night. So this is site 20 for the tent sites. This is the very end of it. From there it goes all the way around the outer perimeter to number 1, which put you right where the camp host is. You see, these sites are pretty long. Some of them are probably 60 feet. Not this one, but I've seen some Class A's in here. Some big toy haulers, fifth wheels. So there's plenty of space. The trees in this whole park need to be trimmed. Some of the bigger Class A's and the big fifth wheels had problems getting around some of these branches. So there is some maintenance that needs to be done. Unfortunately, it's a city park, so that's probably not going to happen. But it is what it is, I guess. For 25 bucks a night, you can't expect much. Security is not really an issue. I left my Starlink out pretty much all week, and it's still here, so it's not a problem. Here's site number 38. A little pull through. There's a 5-mile-an-hour speed limit in the campground. In the park, it's 15 miles an hour. And there's a pond. You can do some fishing. I'm not sure what's in there, but I see a lot of locals fishing here all the time. So there must be something to it. Well, as you can see, these sites are pretty big. Some of them are probably 50 feet. How are you? Plenty of room for big fifth wheels and Class A's. That is the bathhouse. I've seen worse, and I've seen a whole lot better. So we're definitely not going to use it, if that tells you anything. It's a pretty decent campground for a city park. Some of the sites are fairly clean, some not so much. People like to use the fire pits for the trash can. Not sure why, because there's dumpsters everywhere. And the camp host, I'm not sure what their function is here. I don't know if they're supposed to police the sites when people leave, make sure they're clean, or if they just give people a little guidance when they come in and show them the map and where their site is. Maybe cleanup is Department of Public Works. Obviously the camp host doesn't cut the grass. So I'm not sure who's supposed to do what. It is pretty secure though. See the cops come through here once in a while. So each site shares an electrical box, they share a sewer, and they share water. So you can see how some of these sewer pipes are. This one's kind of weird. Looks like it has the water going through the electrical box or connected to it. That's kind of strange. But we do have 50, 30, and 20 amp, so that's a good thing. Well, here's the pond everybody's fishing at. And if you go down this way, it'll take you to the another entrance to the YMCA. Now there's the main road that you enter the campground, and you can go left, which goes all the way around the pond to the actual campground, and then it'll take you into the YMCA area. There's a public picnic area you can use. If you take a right up there in a little knoll is the entrance for the zoo. So we haven't gone there, so I don't know what that entails. I don't know if there's a charge for out-of-towners or if it's free. I don't know what the deal is. There's a nice little pond right here with a dock that splits it. I see a lot of locals in here almost every day fishing. I haven't talked to them, so I don't know exactly what's in here, but it's a pretty popular spot. There's picnic tables, so you can probably stay here for the day and enjoy a picnic. Looks like we got a big storm coming right over the top of ScottsBluff. This is what most of the hiking trails around here look like. There's a couple that are concrete, but most of them are just a crushed sandstone. So it's pretty easy walking, nothing strenuous. There's a smaller trail that runs alongside the river. We'll go check that out in a minute. Of course, the background is ScottsBluff. ScottsBluff. To the left is Saddle Rock. So we hiked up there earlier this morning. That's in a different video. If you're interested, just search through my files and look for it. Nice hike. Took the trail up and the road down. It's a little over 4 miles. It's steep, but it was a good hike. There's your tent sites, picnic tables. They have fire rings. I think you can buy the firewood with the camp host. It might even be free. I haven't checked. And to the right is the main entrance to the campground. If you go straight, that dead ends at the YMCA parking lot. And over to the left, it's a small parking lot. I've seen a lot of van lifers in here overnight. I'm assuming it's free because there's no drop box for money. And this trail goes all the way down to the main road where you come into the park itself. If you go to the right, it goes all the way down to the YMCA. And a little further in, closer to the river, there's a small footpath that you can walk the river for a couple hundred yards. This little trail here runs alongside the Platte River, part of it anyway. Of course, in the background you have ScottsBluff. To the left is Saddle Rock. Yeah, it's a tiny little trail, as you can see. Looks like it's used mostly for the locals to go fishing in the river. But still a nice walk along the river. I have seasonal people in here swimming. The water is cold, but when it's 104 degrees outside, it feels good. Well, folks, that is RiverSide Campground in ScottsBluff, Nebraska. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this little tour. It's a no-frills campground, but it is nice. 25 bucks a night, you can't go wrong. It is reservation only, so you have to go on their website. So don't just show up and expect to get lucky. You might, but who knows. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. If you have any comments, leave them below. I'll do what I can to answer them. And if you see us on the road, say hi and happy camping.